Hey guys, I'm Liane and I'm working at SupertutorTV this summer. So this video is called How to Pay for College, which is part of our little mini series on financial aid and scholarships, so be sure to check out our other videos on those too. Before I go on, make sure to like and subscribe to our YouTube channel and check out our other posts on SupertutorTV.com. And if you're taking the ACT, make sure to check out the best ACT prep course ever, which can also be found on SupertutorTV.com. I know it's a tough life for a college student out there. You just want to learn, get a degree, and start your career, but you also don't want to put yourself in a lot of debt. And as a college student myself, I totally feel you. So I'm going to share some ways that I've found to limit, or if at all possible, avoid racking up student debt after graduation. Much like scholarships, they don't need to be paid back, but they're usually based on demonstrated financial need. So to find out if you're eligible and you can apply for them, you need to fill out the FAFSA. Some grants that are awarded based on a student's financial need are Pell Grants and the FSEOG. Each participating school receives a certain amount of funding from the U.S. Department of Education. For Pell Grant eligible students, you'll receive the full amount that you qualify for, regardless of how many students are eligible for Pell Grants at your school, and regardless of how much other aid you've received. The FSEOG program awards aid to students with exceptional financial need, and this comes directly from the school's financial aid office. However, not all schools participate in the FSEOG program, and so for that one, you'll have to check the schools that you're interested in to see if they're offering it. Each participating school only receives a certain amount of FSEOG funds though, so once that runs out, no other awards can be given out. So just as a general note, make sure to try to apply for federal student aid as early as you can so that you don't miss out on these opportunities. Unlike scholarships and grants, loans need to be paid back with the interest on top of the money that you borrowed. These are given out by the U.S. Department of Education, and there are two main programs. So there's a direct loan program and the federal Perkins loan program. The direct loan program has three main loans: subsidized loans, unsubsidized loans, and plus loans. The main difference between subsidized and unsubsidized loans is how you pay the interest on top. A subsidized loan is based on your financial need, and then the interest on these loans are paid by the government while you're at school. But for subsidized loans, you need to be enrolled at least half time for the government to pay the interest on your loans. And then they'll also pay it though during your deferment periods or during grace periods. Unsubsidized loans aren't based on financial need, but this means that you have to pay the interest during all periods beginning from when the loan is disbursed. This just means when the money is given to you. So if you're a dependent student, your parents can sign up for plus loans to help you pay off expenses that are not covered by other aid. And this is calculated by the other awards that you've already received, subtracted from the total cost of attendance. And then the federal Perkins loan program is school-based and is given to students with exceptional financial need. The good thing about these is that they have really low interest rates, as low as 5%. In this instance, the school is your lender, and so you'll need to pay back the money to the school or its loan servicer. But not all schools participate in this program, so you have to double check that the schools you're interested in do offer it. Then finally, the question is whether to choose federal loans or private loans. Well, to start, federal loans are funded by the government, and so you don't need to pay these back while you're at school. You can start paying them after. But with private loans, some of them might require you to pay while you're at school, so that's one key difference. Federal loans have fixed interest rates, and they're usually lower than private loans anyway. And on the other hand, private loans, their interest can vary widely, and this means that this can ultimately increase the total amount that you have to pay at the end of your college career. And like I said before, if you qualify for a subsidized loan, the government can pay the interest for you while you're at school, but for private loans, subsidized loans are not an option, so you're always going to have to pay back the interest no matter what with private loans. And if you have a problem with repayment, federal loans offer forbearance and deferment options, but private loans don't. So this means that with private loans, you can't temporarily postpone your payments or lower them with private loans. Work study is an option for you to help pay off a certain amount of your college expenses by working a part-time job as allotted by the work study amount on your financial aid package. And to see if you'll be eligible for work study, you'll need to fill out the FAFSA, and then from there, schools will create a financial aid package and allot you a certain amount to be able to work for it using a part-time job. So for these work-study jobs, they can be on campus or off campus, and you'll work with the department or the organization to set your hours based on how much you qualify for on the amount allotted by your aid. I hope you found this helpful, and if you need other information on financial aid, scholarships, or if you wanted to look up more college admission tips and test prep material, you can head on over to SupertutorTV.com. Thanks for listening.